What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. If you don't know me, I'm Mike. This is EAA. Wanted to do a very quick video, and I wanted to talk about the 74 Corvette over here behind me. See, 74 Corvette that has been over here at the workshop basically since I got it. If you guys don't know the story behind this car, I actually got this car. Don't mind the shop, it's just creaking because the sun's coming out. But I got this car in a trade. My buddy Fred and I did some trading, and the car needed a little bit more work than I had actually anticipated. I had hired another mechanic other than Eddie to work on this car, and he was going pretty good along with it and moving along, making progress, that type of thing. And then he just kind of disappeared. I don't know what happened to him. I'm hoping nothing bad happened to him, but I haven't been able to get a hold of him. So I put Eddie on this car because I need to move some cars. I need to sell a couple of vehicles, and this is definitely one I wanted to sell from the get-go. So I put Eddie on this. He's completely redone the braking system. He's tuned it up. He's done an oil change on it. It still needs some work. It's not where I would like it to be. I like my cars to be as perfect as possible before I sell them, but I'll take you around the car real quick and kind of show you the concerns and areas that are still going to need to be fixed. Now, the paint job is actually pretty presentable. It's not perfect. It's a Mako paint job, but it's not bad. It's clean. I cleaned it up the other day. You guys can kind of see on the back window, there's a little bit of overspray that would need to be cleaned up. And it's got some orange peel to it. It's definitely not perfect, but it is, as far as I know, a factory yellow car. So they did try to match the paint as well as possible. The front headlights, they were working last time I checked them, but this headlight, the passenger side, didn't want to go down. It was getting caught, so it needs a little bit of adjustment. And let me take you guys over and show you the interior. This window is an issue. I replaced the regulator and motor. It goes up and down, but it gets caught, and I think it just needs some adjustment and maybe some weather stripping in here to kind of push it out and adjust it because it is rather loose. So right now I've got the door pull and the lock button off of it. But if you guys can see, the interior is in really good shape. I know it's kind of hard to see because it is a little dark in here. The interior is in really good shape. Carpet's in really good shape. I vacuumed everything out and it cleaned up very nicely. Come around this side. Door panels are in really good shape. It's got a tilt column. It is a 4-speed. It's an L82 car. It is a matching numbers car. I just confirmed that. Tachometer is not working. Other than that, all the gauges are working as they should. Everything is clean. Looks like the little headliner piece on the T-top up there, if you guys can see, it's kind of fallen down a little bit. It needs to be glued back up. But you know, overall, the car is in good shape. It runs, it drives, got the brakes working finally. It stops good. Eddie finally got all that sorted out. Only thing right now, it's smoking. It's smoking under acceleration. It's a blue smoke. So I think it's just because the car has set for so long and hasn't been driven. I think that'll smooth out after a while. Worst case scenario, might have to put rings, do rings as far as that goes in it. But the car runs good. I'm gonna take you guys for a quick spin around the block and show you. The car runs good, it shifts good, it brakes good, it does what it's supposed to do. I wouldn't be afraid to drive it a couple hours in any direction and really no problems at all. It's actually a pretty cool little car. It's just, I've got too many. I need to get rid of a few, and I've just got other projects I need to tend to. I can't really pull Eddie off of other projects anymore to work on this. So I've got a few interested buyers, but if anybody watching is interested in this car, I'm asking $10,000 for the car, and I am negotiable. I have some breathing room there. I think it'll make somebody a very nice car. So but let's hop in, let's take it for a little spin. You guys can hear it, actually see it driving after all these months, and I'll wrap up the video. Okay, a little cold start here. I think it could use some carburation adjustment. It idles a little high and then it'll idle down a little bit. Definitely the automatic choke seems to be working okay. But as you can see there, the tachometer's not working, but all the gauges are working. Fuel, the clock is not working. It runs really good oil pressure. I've never seen this thing get over about 190 degrees in my little bit of driving. It's charging good. Radio is not working, and it is a factory air car, but the components are gone. So I would just suggest if someone wants air, put like a vintage heat and air system in it. They're much more efficient anyway. Okay, I am going to do my very best to drive and shift one-handed. light. It's a pretty tight car. I hear a little bit of creaking from the T-top, but that's to be expected. I mean, this car is 47 years old, so I think that's to be expected. But it really does drive pretty nice. It's not a bad riding car. It's pretty tight. You know, it just needs someone to take it to the next step, take it to the next level, and get it where it needs to be. Keep it straight there, Mikey. See it. I mean, it drives good, it stops good. It's not a bad car. I notice a little bit of the smoke is coming through the vents too. Same stuff, just the exhaust. Like I said, it needs somebody to take it to the next level. I'm just not going to be that person. I like the car. It's actually a nice car to drive. You know, if I didn't have other projects going on and things going on, I would probably just hold on to it and get the rest of the stuff fixed and drive it. I just have too much going on between the Camaro that's being frustrating. I'll talk about that when I get back to the shop, and got some other projects that have come up in the meantime that I want to get the Camaro done because I want to get Eddie over or pick those cars up and do those. So there's just other projects that need to happen. So I'm going to take this thing back to the workshop, talk a little bit about the Camaro and the latest info on that, and then I'll wrap up the video. Okay, back here at the shop, I just want to show you guys reverse. So, reverse does work. Okay, so the car, it drives really nice. The more I drive it, actually, the more I like it, the more I respect it. The smoke, you guys can maybe kind of see it a little bit. Yeah, you can see it. I can even see it on the camera here. The smoke coming through the vents. I don't think that has anything to do with the motor. I think it's a heater core. I think the heater core is starting to go on it. That's what it smells like. That's what it seems like. So that's another thing that would need to be replaced. So someone's going to have to put a little bit of time and effort into this car. I'm sorry I couldn't make it perfect for the next owner. I would like to. Too much stuff going on. Okay, so let's wrap up this video with the Camaro, my 71 Camaro that I have now had. I was going to check actually and see, but I know I've had this thing at least 4 months. 572 big block, fast fuel injection system, really nice car, well-built car. Car is absolutely a beast when it runs right. I've experienced it from the passenger seat one time and it impressed me. It impressed me a lot. Problem is, had nothing but issues with trying to get this car running right. Had one of the rims come off on me, if you guys remember that story. Got that fixed, put different rims and tires on it, fixed all the damage and everything like that it did, and it's just never run right. We've tried everything. We've tried fuel filters, got a new ignition system in it. Eddie ordered a new TPS for it, thinking that's an issue. Then he pulled the injectors and they looked a little banged up. So he ended up, we ended up ordering new injectors. It should be here first part of February. I don't know what else to do. I'm hoping that between the TPS and the new injectors, that fixes it. Last time Eddie had it running at its best. It ran great under a load. It just did not want to idle around and putt around, and it wanted to load up and run crappy, for lack of a better word. So it's frustrating. I'm not gonna lie, this car is frustrating me. Normally I would not hang in there this long. I would just go ahead and dump it and cut my losses, but I really like this car. When this car runs the way it's supposed to and the way it sounds and everything like that, and as nice as it is, I really want to get this car working correctly. and at the very least experience it, and then maybe I will end up selling it or trading it for something. I don't really know yet, but it's like I'm committed. I'm on this ride and I'm gonna see it all the way to the end. So I've been talking about this one for a while. I've been saying a video's coming on this one. I don't want to do the video until it's running right. So it'll at least be another probably month before that's all together and hopefully going right. And I'm hoping that works out. If all this stuff that we're doing doesn't work out, I'm probably gonna dump the fuel injection and go back to carburation. I've known a few people that have done that, have not had good luck with the fuel injection. I'd like to stick with it. I've heard good things about it, but there are some people it just doesn't work for me. It just doesn't work for me. I don't know. At any rate, I'm gonna end this video now. As always, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. Venmo, Instagram, P.O. Box, all that stuff's gonna be in the description below. Guys, thanks for watching. Have a great day. God bless, and take care, and yeah, you know the drill.